Hey guys, welcome to my unboxing and review of the Segway F2 Kickbot scooter. In this video, we're going to unbox it, we're going to assemble it, we're going to do some speed tests, some acceleration tests, and finally a range test to see if it's worth your hard-earned money. Stay tuned. All right, let's unbox this guy. So while we're unboxing it, I'll just talk a little bit about the reason that I got this particular one. So Segway has quite a few different scooters. They have kind of the lower end scooters that are really more for just getting around a campus or something. There's the high end scooters that have like full suspension and they've got lots of other things. This is kind of like a middle of the road type of a scooter. It's gonna have 25-mile range. It's gonna have 18 miles an hour top speed and a 700-watt motor. Like the ones that you see, like the lower end ones typically are gonna have like a 250-watt motor. Which again, it's good for maybe like 10 to 12 miles an hour. So this one is gonna be a little bit faster. So it's just a little bit more fun. And for me, this is just something just to kind of get around my neighborhood, take my dog a fast walk or more of a run, I guess, if you will. It's just, again, it's something just more fun. It's not really, for me, it's not really about transportation necessarily. It's more about, like I said, just kind of having fun with it. So I wanted to have something a little bit faster. So believe it or not, I actually got this from Lowe's. I didn't even know Lowe's had scooters, to be honest, but when I went on Lowes.com, I did find it, and they had a whole, kind of all of the different Segway scooters on Lowes.com. So I'll leave a link in the description of where you can purchase that from Lowe's, but I just wanted to let you know that. So in this little guy here, we have a little air nozzle. We also have an Allen wrench, as well as a couple screws. I'm assuming the screws are gonna be for the handlebars. I think the only thing on this that needs to be assembled really is just the handlebars. So like I said, got your instruction manual, just information about it. You've got your warranty. I think it has a year warranty of your Allen key here. You have, yeah, these are just basically just screws just for the handlebars. So we'll put those over to the side. I'm assuming if it's got this, it probably has a little air pump maybe for the tires. So put that stuff in the little baggie here. Styrofoam off to the side. All right, we have a little bit more styrofoam. And here's the scooter itself. Let's see if it is, okay, so it's just kind of, it's a part here. So let's take it out of the box, if we can, if it's kind of easy here. Okay, so we've got the power cord. We've got some more pieces for the handlebars, the power cord. This is the charger. The charger is a 70 watt charger there. There we go. Okay, that should work. Okay, kickstand. Okay, perfect, there we go. The installation process is very simple on the Segway Ninebot F2. There's really only 4 total bolts that come in the bag with an Allen key. Really, you only actually have to use 2 of them to put the handlebars in, and that's what you see me doing here. There's 2 screws that you put in the front of the handlebars to secure the handlebars on, and then the other 2 are for a bag clip on the back, which you see me installing here. And really, that's the only thing that you really have to install on the scooter. Super easy, anybody can do it, no problem at all. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a quick walk around the Segway F2. From the handlebars, they feel really chunky. I've ridden a couple scooters. I've ridden a bunch of just kind of the basic rental scooters, and I will say that these handlebars are a little wider than the standard ones. I don't have the biggest hands, but you can just tell by, they're just, like I said, they're pretty beefy. It has a pretty good headlight, surprisingly. Obviously at night, we'll go ahead and test that. But starting over here on the left-hand side, it does have blinkers, which is really cool. Good safety feature. So we have left and right blinkers, which are very bright. So the blinker switch is right here, and you can see they're just very bright, and it's on the front as well as the back. To cancel them out, you just go ahead and hit it again. We'll just go left to right here. So this is the locking mechanism that locks over there when you fold it. it also acts as the little bell ringer there. So we have only one brake on the scooter, but what's nice about it is there is a front disc brake. There's a front disc brake as well as a rear electronic brake. But what's nice about it is it's only one brake lever to activate both the mechanical as well as the electronic brakes. Also, when you hit that, it has a nice bright brake light, which is cool. So it always stays on, but when you hit the brake, it also activates the brake light as well. Moving over to the screen itself, there's only one button on the screen, and really it's a very simple operation. So I just turned it off. You can also turn it on from the app, which is pretty cool. Everything's connected via an app, but to turn it on, all we just do is hold down the on button, okay? And what we have here is right now S for sport mode, just double tap it. Now we're in eco mode, double tap it again. Drive is a standard, and sport mode goes up to the 19 miles an hour. To turn on and off the headlight, all we do is hit it once, and that turns on and off the LED headlight. Over here on the right-hand side, really the only thing is the throttle. I'm just stationary, so this is a kickbot, so it's not going to just start from nothing. You have to kick off before it goes, so just kind of bear that in mind. So anyway, nice little easy throttle. There's a couple different ways you can set cruise control on this. One of them is just by holding down the throttle for 3 seconds, or the other one I think is the throttle plus like one of the blinkers or something. So kind of moving down, we have this little, I guess, what's meant to be like a Publix bag hook or just a grocery bag hook. Super heavy duty, I have to say. You could probably do, 10, 20 pounds from this little hook. The stem this is single stem. I believe it's made out of aluminum. It is metal. And this is a super heavy duty, not quite as heavy duty of a lock as, let's say, a wolf, like a Cabo Wolf or something like that. But so there's no way to just knock this out. It's very heavy duty. So you actually it's a 2-step process. You have to pull this up, and then I can't even do it with one hand. I have to put my phone down. So it is a very heavy duty. I actually had to use both my hands to get this thing out. But basically you just lift the locking mechanism and drop this down. And then pretty much this comes down, and then you're able to, that locks in right there, and you're able to carry it. We have a reflector here on the front. And these are tubeless tires. They do require you put air in them. So you do have just a standard valve stem, Schrader valve stem. There's no bolts or anything to hold the tires on. I'm assuming probably there's under these little caps, there's probably an Allen bolt or something like that to get the tires off if you should need to. Plastic fender, pretty heavy duty. Again, this is a metal frame here, nice rubber deck. And this is your charge port. Charge port's there. And moving on back, we have a pretty heavy duty little kickstand, spring loaded, which is nice. Moving on back, we have reflectors on either side of the scooter. And then at the very back, we do have, like I said, that 700 watt max motor here. We have a nice plastic fender, so you really shouldn't get wet ever, even if it is raining, from at least spray. And then we have this nice bright brake light, which it gets very bright. Of course, everything's LEDs on this. When you hit the brake lever, the light lights up. And that's pretty much the scooter. It's nothing fancy. I think the Segway, they have a really good lineup, kind of a wide variety of different scooters, but Segway is kind of one of the biggest brands in scooters. So they have kind of something for everyone. I think, like I said, this is just a middle of the road scooter, and I got this guy from Lowe's.com. So like I said, I'll leave a link in the description of where to get this guy from Lowe's. But yeah, Lowe's sells this thing, so pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get it out on the road. Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing the range test of the Segway F2 scooter. On the box it says a hypothetical range of 25 miles. However, we're going to be testing that in real time today. It is November in Florida, so it's kind of hot. It's probably 85 degrees. As you can see, we are fully charged on the LCD display here, and I'm going to be keeping it in sport mode because that is what I believe most people are probably going to ride this in, is sport mode. So I want to get a realistic range of what we can actually expect in sport mode. So I'm just going to go ahead and flip to my DJI Action here, just put it on time lapse, and we'll see what kind of range we can actually get. And pretty much the entire ride is going to be with no hills. So just wanted to let you know. All right. So we just gone into the red zone on the battery. We're at 15.83 miles. 15 miles, and that was in sport mode the entire time. So let's see if we can't limp home here. How you doing? All right, so guys, we just finished our range test. Voltage is dropped to 34.5. The mileage is 16.3 miles, which is pretty damn good, I would say. Especially I was in sport mode the entire time. So hypothetically, if you did eco mode or drive mode, you could probably get the advertised 25 miles. I will say it was very windy today. I was in sport mode the entire time, pretty much flooring it every single time. I accelerated. I just kept it on cruise control at the very top speed the entire time. So yeah, so this is saying we have 9% battery left and we have 1.7 miles. I will say though that as soon as the scooter got down to, one bar, actually one red bar, the top speed, or actually the acceleration more than anything, just plummeted pretty significantly. It used to accelerate decent, and then pretty much as soon as it gets down to that one red bar, there is no acceleration. So anyway, that is the range test. I'd say that was pretty conclusive. I had my watch going as well, and that stopped at 16. You can see that 16.13 miles. So 16.13 for the GPS, and then 16.3 for the scooter itself. So here's just a little real-time footage of the acceleration and the speed. Actually, let me put my sunglasses on here. So I'm flooring it right now. The 12. 16, 17, 18. So we're up to 19 already. So it's not a speed demon by any means, but it does the job. Brakes are pretty good, and I do have the most aggressive electronic brake on there, the regen. So I have the regen on, and there's cruise control. The cruise control's on right now. After 5 seconds, it'll automatically hold the speed. Just kind of give you an idea there. All right, guys, so final thoughts about the Segway Ninebot F2 scooter here. So during the range test, we got a very respectable 16 miles out of it, a little over 16 miles, and I think I had about 3% battery left after that. That ride consisted of being in sport mode the entire ride and being at pretty much zero elevation. There were no hills. I live in Florida, I live in South Florida, so there were absolutely no hills on that ride at all. I wasn't sport mode the entire time, like I mentioned, and I think probably the majority of people that are going to buy the F2 are going to probably have it in sport mode, because that's the whole point of buying this over some of the more basic scooters that go like 12 miles an hour. And really that's the difference between drive mode and sport mode, is that extra range. So with that being said, I definitely think it's a good scooter. The biggest drawback I would say is the ride quality. If there's any, even like small little cracks in the pavement, it's going to be a pretty rough ride overall. There's no suspension on this guy, and I mean, this does have rubber tires too. Some of them have just the hard tires. This actually does have rubber tires, which is supposed to make the ride a bit better, a bit more soft. But I would say, really, I don't think the ride is soft at all. I really don't think the ride, I could not consider this a soft ride. I would say the only other drawback for me is the speed. I mean, 19 is fine. It's enough to get around. Would I say it's like adrenaline pumping in any way? No, it's adequate. I would say the 12. If you got the 12 miles an hour, that's honestly pretty slow for my liking. But really, those are the only drawbacks that I see. Overall, it's pretty lightweight. It has the brake light, which is nice. It has the headlight. Another cool couple things are the blinkers. The blinkers are pretty cool. Overall, the blinkers are nice. It's got the little bell. You got your screen here. You got the different, like I said, eco mode I think goes about 8 miles an hour. Drive goes up to 10 or 12, and then sport mode goes up to 19 miles an hour. The grips are pretty nice. Yeah, but I mean, overall, I think that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I mentioned before, I got this thing from Lowe's.com, so I'll have a link in the description of where to pick this guy up. If you have any questions on it, please let me know. I would be happy to help answer them. If you would, give the video a like and comment if you have any questions, and if you would, subscribe to the channel for more great content. Thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.